Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Talk. So everyone, I am Adrian, and I am so glad to be back in the studio with Daniel and Rob, your
And I'm Rob.
Conference call far away.
He took the 6 feet distancing a little too serious. He's more like
6,000 miles away.
Yeah, it's been a while, guys. We haven't recorded a Real Talk in a long time.
Yeah. I'm excited to be back. Nice background, Rob.
Thanks.
I like
it's from my inner soul. I projected it out, and
looks really photorealistic, or how do you say? I don't know how you say it.
Well, I'm actually in a out in the field. This is the moon and everything. This is real. This is not a backdrop. Just so you guys
It's pretty
know.
amazing. Those birds are just like flying still.
I've trained them all. They're all individually trained. I spent hours with them since we've had nothing really else to do. I've been training birds.
So Rob has been training birds in quarantine. What have you been up to, Daniel?
I watched a few movies here and there.
What did you watch?
The Five Bloods. I watched that one that came out on Netflix.
How was that?
It was good. It was really good. Of course, it has some like flaws, some little few things that I thought that could have been different. But overall, I thought it was a good film. And then just recently, I saw The Last Samurai.
Wait,
the one with Tom Cruise?
Yes.
You've never seen it before?
Seen The Last Samurai?
Yeah, I've seen it before, but I seen it when I was younger, when I was like a kid.
So he wasn't aware of what was going on, and
yeah, exactly. So I remember
he just remembers like guys getting cut up with samurai swords and going against Gatling guns.
I remember liking it a lot as a kid, but then I never ever saw it again after that. So this is actually my second time that I seen it, and it sort of holds up. I mean, there's a few little early 2000 cliche stuff in there, you know, with live action, and I mean not live action, like action scenes and stuff like that. But you know, the reason why I watched it, to be honest, because I actually been gaming a lot, and I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, and it got me in that samurai mood. So I thought, what better movie to watch than the most American samurai movie ever, you know, The Last Samurai. So yeah,
there you go.
I would have.
If you're in the mood for samurai films, watch some of the Kurosawa films, and then Yeah,
I would have went with like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or even like
that's a Chinese film, and that one is slower moving and very visual. And anyway, I don't know.
What you were talking about, the Crouching Tiger?
Crouching Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What about
it has its moments, but
let me hear your thoughts about the Jet Li's Fearless, because I really enjoyed that one too.
Wait, which one was that one? I can't remember.
With Jet Li, and it's called Fearless. It's where like it's pretty much where he's like fighting. He's fighting like the other like best people in the land. He just goes.
Oh yes, that's right. Now I remember. Okay,
that one.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. But anyways, I haven't been watching anything like new movies. I've just been kind of on Netflix. I just rewatched Black Summer, which if you want to know my thoughts on that, you can check out our Slashback Friday review.
Nice plug, Rob.
Yeah, thanks. No problem. I've been working on my plugs. But yeah, no, just like Black Summer. What else did I rewatched The Sopranos. Rewatched The Wire.
You know what? I have never watched The Sopranos.
I expect that from you, Adrian. I would be very shocked if you said you did watch it.
Yeah. But I just signed up for the HBO Max, so I have it, and I've been thinking of going back to revisit a lot of the early HBO series. So I was thinking of watching Oz, The Wire.
Yeah, check out The Wire. I'd say
a lot of people swear by The Wire. They say that's probably HBO's best series.
I don't know if I'll agree with that, but I'd say it's definitely in their top 5 to 3.
Deadwood because I'm a huge Western fan, so I need to
Yeah.
check that one out as well. Um,
True Detective is a
but
good
in
one
your
too.
yeah,
I don't know if you guys seen that. Have you seen that one, Rob?
Yeah,
True Detective,
I
the
seen
first
the
season.
first I seen the first season and it's epic, but the second season
I
isn't.
heard the second season is
It's not as good as it's okay, but it's not as good as the first season. But there's only
Right.
2 seasons, whereas like I feel like HBO is more like they're kind of their foundation is, I would say, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, The Wire, Deadwood.
Right.
Those movies that have more seasons to invest into.
yeah.
But the first season of, I mean, if you're gonna pick just say one season of True Detective, I'm gonna say that's an awesome, amazing season,
Hmm.
and just leave it at that. But watch season 2 if you
But
feel.
quick question, Rob. In your opinion, what is the best HBO series?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. You
Yeah,
really
Game of
liked it that
Thrones.
much?
Oh yeah, I loved. People can say whatever they want about the last season, and I kind of take the fact that I knew a lot of the behind the scenes stuff as far as like no one really wanted to do it, and they were all just kind of finishing up, the
It,
series, and so I just take that and say, okay, I'm gonna take this last season, and it doesn't make the rest of the whole season. I mean, the whole series bad. It was just this last season wasn't as good as
yeah.
probably the greatest seasons
I think that's
of
the problem
shows
with
ever.
any like final season. A lot of people tend to expect the world of it, and if it doesn't, and it's kind of just like an average season, people
Yeah,
tend to hate it.
yeah,
And my opinion of Game of Thrones, though, is that it's more middling for me because there are some parts of it because it follows so many different storylines,
yeah,
and some of them are really strong, really great, and I love them. And then there are other parts of the storyline where I'm like, if I were to watch this series again, I'd probably skip through them and not even bother watching those parts of the storylines. And so it kind of like goes like this for me. And
yeah. I
so
I I, under,
it's
I mean
good, but I don't say it's the
I
best
get it.
series ever.
I
You
get
know?
it. Well, Danny, do you want to cut off Adrian's mic now, or go ahead and do that? Yeah,
I'll
no,
do it in post.
yeah, I agree with you. There is a lot of storyline to follow, and during the first few seasons, that's kind of one thing that I was just kind of like, man, there's a lot of and
Yeah,
because you
they
really
tighten it
do,
up like maybe like the last three seasons and narrows
yeah.
it down.
Well, because they all come together, they're all coming
Yeah,
together. So, but
yeah,
anyways,
and I don't. And again, I don't mind that there are so many storylines. I guess my problem is that some of them were just really not that good or strong, and so it was kind
yeah,
of like I'm bored with it. You know?
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I never once said that, but I could understand how I've been invested over. Here's the thing between me and you is I've been invested over years and years and
Yeah, and
years,
see
and
that's the
yeah,
difference.
you've come along this last year and you're checking them out.
I
Whereas me,
watched it like that's what I was doing over quarantine. It's like I binge watched all was it 8 seasons of
yeah,
Game of Thrones, and yeah, I can see how someone who has an attachment over what was it like 10 years almost,
yeah, yeah.
and versus someone who just watched it over the last like 2 months, and so yeah, that's yeah. But
It's
anyway,
okay. I understand. I get it. I respect your opinion, even though it is wrong. It's fine.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it, so I guess
see,
that
so
makes me.
who's worse, Rob,
Yeah,
me
I
or
know.
Daniel?
Well, you know what? Danny, at least he said he hasn't seen it, so he really hasn't made an opinion about it. You have the wrong opinion, so that's I'm gonna say you're wrong, Adrian.
So no
You're worse.
opinion is better than the wrong opinion.
Yes,
Got
yes,
it.
got it.
Got
There
it.
you
No,
go.
I watched that, and I haven't really been watching a lot of stuff, man. I've just been kind of hiding in a hole, and I guess the only thing I watched, I take it back. I watched two movies. One of them was really, really good, and the other one was not good at all. And one of them is The Old Guard, and the other one is Palm Springs. Rob, did you watch any of those?
Not Palm Springs, but I did watch The Old Guard. I liked it. I mean, I'm not gonna give a full review on it, but I enjoyed it. There were things about it where I was just like, this is a little cliche, but at the same time, um, you know,
A little.
I,
It's extremely
it's
cliche.
okay. It's extremely cliche, but you know what? I was just with everything and not being able to go to the movie theaters. I've just been kind of like, give
Give me
me
Give me
anything.
movies,
whatever
yeah,
you
give me
got.
movies, and maybe if
I'll
this,
take your trash.
yeah, this,
You're a garbage man.
I'm not gonna call it trash, but I'm
I will.
glad this movie came out on Netflix and not a theater, because if I was in a
Because you would have felt
theater,
ripped off.
I would have, well, not so much ripped off because I had the AMC, the A list, so I would have just been
Well,
like, oh,
there you go.
I wasted one of my
But
A
you
lists
wasted
on
one of
this.
your reviews for the week.
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
wasted one of my reviews for the week on this, but
Especially during summer.
I'm glad it was on Netflix, because I would have been a little upset if I had to pay for this, or use one of my things, but I felt it was. I think this is what Netflix was kind of for, movies like these. Obviously, Netflix does give us some really good movies, but I feel like this one belonged on a streaming
Yeah,
service.
I couldn't get behind it at all. The acting was extremely bad. The story was pretty predictable, and then, um, yeah, very very dated cliches from like action films that I saw
Yeah,
in like the late '90s. So I mean, it just didn't work for me at all. And I caught a lot of hate online, in different comment sections for saying I didn't like it because I was surprised. It's a lot of people like it.
It was probably Rob's burner account. He was
yeah, it
probably
was my
attacking
burner
it.
account. I
They're
was just
all
like,
Rob's burner accounts.
this guy is not liking this movie. Huh? Let me tell him
That
what's
one,
up.
yeah. But you know which one really surprised me, which is basically like a modern day Groundhog's Day, which was Palm Springs. The movie on Hulu, which stars Andy Samberg, came out like maybe just under a month ago. Really, really good. I liked it a lot. Had that guy where he's kind of trapped in a eternal time loop, and so he relives the same day over and over again, and kind of falls in love there, and then story goes on from there. But I really enjoyed it. It's pretty funny, and I like the little clever way that they try to figure things out. But it's good. I don't know if you've seen it, Rob or Daniel,
No, I
I've
haven't
not.
seen it.
Probably it doesn't sound like something I'd want to watch, but the
because you
fact
don't
that
like any comedies. That's why.
I do like comedies. I don't know. I can't
What was the
really.
last comedy you watched?
The last comedy I've watched. Oh man, I can't even think of the
So
last
then, do you really
comedy.
like comedies?
I do. No, no, no. I like comedies, but it's got to be a good comedy. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh hey, this is funny because everyone says it's funny. Like, so, and then plus two. Here's the thing:
You have a
is
very specific sense of humor.
yeah, my sense of humor is very specific. And I mean, there is comedy out there that I laugh at, but I have a dark sense of humor. As you know, Adrian, going to the movies with me, I have a dark sense of humor. Stuff that makes me laugh isn't always put on screen. So it's just I honestly I feel like I get a lot of my chuckles from scary movies, and
Because of the dumb decisions
yeah,
people
because of the
make.
dumb
And
decisions people make, and I'm just like, the stuff like that makes me funny, but I can't really think of the last. I
we'll
don't
just
know.
say The Hunt was your last comedy that you
You know what?
watched.
Yeah, because there was
Because it's
that had a
even though
lot of comedy elements in
it's
it.
like it's a gore action comedy horror
Yeah.
film,
Although I could say I just watched
political thriller.
I watched Taken like 2 nights ago, and watching like 50-year-old Liam Neeson and all those the quick cuts and shaky cam, that
Hand
was pretty.
chops.
Yeah, that was yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
they try to hide the
he
fact that the
did
guy
he
walks with
did
a limp.
Yeah, he did one hand chop, and I was just like, "There's no way like that guy falls from that hand chop to the chest," and I was just like, "That was pretty comical." So
I
Taken
will
was the
find
last
you and I
comedy
will chop
I've
you. Good
yeah,
luck.
yeah, Taken the last comedy I watched. But anyways,
Yeah. So I have been suffering not being able to go to the theaters. It's like my only time that I actually really get a chance to sit down and watch movies. I have
I
two
hear you.
very young
I hear
children,
you.
and so my options are very limited as to what I can watch. So I mean, I'm dying. I'm missing it. I know you guys probably are too, but
Yeah.
I mean, we got to talk about it though. I mean, what do you guys think about the state of movie theaters, and do you think they're coming back, or do you guys think movie theaters as we knew it are gone?
I'll let you take the lead on this one, Danny. Go ahead.
Um, I don't think they're gone, but with the exception of AMC, I think they're in a really bad position, more of a desperate position. So where they're trying to do anything to survive, which is and it's evident and the deal that they made with Universal, you know,
What is that deal? Because I have not. I've been so
So,
depressed. I haven't followed any movie news.
so basically, after pretty much after 2 weeks, well, 17 days
Like 17, yeah,
technically,
17 days.
um, Universal is allowed to, stream it. What do they call it?
It's like a
Premium.
premium VOD where they're
Yeah,
gonna
Where they
charge
charge you
like
like $20 to rent.
charge you 20
yeah,
bucks.
yeah,
And AMC will get 10% of that. And they'll still so the regular rental, which will be still after 3 months. So they'll charge the premium until after 3 months, which is the 90 days. Then they'll charge the what like $5 to rent it.
Okay.
So yeah, to rent and own and all that stuff. So but the thing that because I watched John Campia, you guys know him. He made a good point. He's saying that that in order for this deal to go through, the other theaters would have to agree upon that.
yeah.
And I guess Regal was like, no way in hell that they will do it. They're like, nah, that's dumb. So at first I was panicking. I was like, oh crap, that's it, because because that doesn't make sense, because the only movies that will pretty much be shown in theaters would be blockbuster movies. That would be the end for like other small budget films.
Yeah.
There'll be no point for them to have them in theater, and not only that, for people to go see them, because a lot of people are not like desperate to see smaller movies. Unlike the blockbuster, people want to see opening night or opening weekend. So they'll be like, okay, I could just wait 2 weeks, and 2 weeks is nothing. It's like, why am I gonna go spend this money unless, like I said, it's a blockbuster? So Rigo, like I said, Rigo and the other theaters will have to agree upon it. So I'm not too worried after hearing that. Like, I was like, oh yeah, duh, like that they would all have to agree with that. So yeah. All right, Rob, go ahead.
No, I mean, pretty much everything you said is spot on. I also watched the Mr. Campia and listened to all the stuff he was saying, and I was worried, same as you. But this is also the thing that kind of I just feel like the theaters right now are desperate because they don't really have any income coming in, as far as like they're not open. We're not there. It's been, I don't know what's it been, 3-4 months now, and I feel like everyone, even movie theaters to a certain extent. I mean, not movie theaters, movie companies to a certain extent, because we know, like, Universal and Warner Bros. They have their other avenues of income that come in other than just movies. But I feel like we're in a place of desperation with the theaters right now, where they're like, let's just do something, let's make a deal, so when the movies come out, we have some, even if it's better to get a little bit of something than a whole lot of nothing. So I don't know. I think everything's kind of a little chaotic right now, and I personally, and I feel like this is the thing too, is I feel like I'm, and us as well, we love going to the movies. I don't know if that's the case for most people. I feel like a lot of people would
Yeah.
wait that 2 weeks, even I mean, I know you're saying like blockbusters, people want to go to the theater, Danny, but I feel like most people, if they think about it, they're like, hey, do I want to spend it's my two kids, me and my spouse. That's $80 right out, kind of off the bat. Or do we want to wait the 2 weeks and spend this $25 and we sit and watch it at home? And it's just, I don't know. I don't
You
want
sit and
movie
watch it on
theater.
a beautiful 32-inch
Oh, let's not.
720p.
Yeah,
We'll save that for later.
see that for later. Yeah, but no, I'm worried that there won't be enough people like that want to go to the theater, and that they're willing just to be like, okay,
Yeah,
well, let's stay at home.
you know what, Rob? I'd been thinking about it, and there's a lot of people that I talk to. You're right. It's people probably go to the theaters now maybe once or twice a year, and it is for that big film, Avengers, Star Wars, Batman, whatever. And the rest they wait for Netflix or VOD. And what I've noticed from talking with people, a lot of the things that they watch are series now. They watch stuff like Stranger Things, like a lot of those types of shows, and that's what's popular now. And it's weird because I don't see. I don't know if it ever will kind of go back, which is kind of sad. And I think it's gonna go that way anyway, where we're just gonna see the big blockbuster films and that's it. And that's kind of sad because even the smaller, especially like November, Christmas time, when you get those smaller, more intimate stories that are obviously Oscar bait films,
Yeah.
I still like to watch those in theaters too. But I don't know. It's gonna be kind of sad to see it happen that way. And although you know what, when I think about the whole $20 premium rental, I don't see that working for smaller budget films. Smaller films, I feel like those ones they just kind of have to either go straight to VOD for a couple weeks or like a week or two. But because I don't really see a lot of rentals for those either, to be honest. Like um, and I know when people talked about Trolls and how well Trolls did, but that was a big release film that was going to come out in theaters, and they just decided, let's throw it on VOD, and that's why it did so well. And especially
Yeah.
because nobody was in school at the time either, and
Right.
everybody was at home at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was locked down. So I don't know how well that's going to work, the whole premium rental thing either. But only time will tell. We'll see.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, but with all that being said, AMC has already announced that they're going to be opening at the end of August. I believe it's like the last week of August. And then Tenet will be opening that weekend, I think, overseas. And then I believe Labor Day weekend in the States they will be releasing here. Do you think it's going to hit that mark, Rob? And the second question is, will you go?
Here's the thing: is I want to believe that they're going to open up on the date they say, even though it's been the like fourth time that they put out a different date. So, but I want to believe. My hope is that I can get back in the theater. And yes, to answer your second question, is I will be back in the theater, even if they're like, "Hey, you got to wear a hazmat suit and all this stuff." I'll be like, "All right, that's fine. Just give me some popcorn that I can put in the suit with me. That way I can have some
Breathe it
popcorn.
in.
Yeah, breathe it in. Just breathe. You know what? If they piped in some like popcorn fumes, I'd be happy with that. Just get the smell in there. But yeah, no. I'm hoping. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna realistically happen, but I hope it does. And if it does, then I will be there.
Danny?
Yeah. Pretty much the same thing with you, Rob. Like, I feel like I don't, because what happened, like you said, they keep putting out these dates, and to be honest, I don't know when they're gonna open up.
Yeah.
But if they do, I'll be the first in line.
Well, you'll be second because I'll be first, but I'll save you a spot.
Okay. We'll share the same hazmat, and then so yeah, so I definitely am gonna see it when it comes out. I can't miss that because I'm just like we mentioned a couple minutes ago, we've been dying to be in the theater, and
Yeah.
that's one of the most anticipated movies that we've all been waiting for.
Nolan.
In Nolan we trust.
Yeah, especially since we've been watching.
He truly
Nolan.
is a innovator of cinema, and over the last 15
Whose birthday
years.
was yesterday? No, wasn't his birthday yesterday or Friday?
This last, I think 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Nolan, wherever you are.
He's probably watching right now.
He
Yes,
is.
that's what he's doing.
He's a fan of Danny.
But yeah, no, I would definitely be there. I've been waiting for this film all year. I know it's going to be pretty weird. I think because I don't think that they're going to have like a full capacity. So I think it'll also be hard to get tickets. Hopefully you can get tickets to see him where it doesn't fill up right away and they reach capacity. But yeah, I'll definitely be there. Whether or not they hit that date, I'm hoping they do, but I'm not gonna hold my
You said at
breath.
the end of August, right? Or what was it? Or
Labor Day weekend, I believe. End of August is.
I don't know my holidays,
I think
so.
mid or to late August, I believe is overseas,
okay.
and then Labor Day is in the States.
Right.
So that's the plan. And again, like I said, I'm not gonna hold my breath, but if we do get there, I am definitely going to be there, but I don't know.
Are you where are you gonna see that? Are you gonna see it in IMAX, Dolby Atmos?
Well, no, that's the only way to see it is in IMAX, but in a true IMAX
is-
screen, which is a 70 millimeter
Okay.
film IMAX. For those of you who don't know, if you've been just going to your random AMC and you look at their screen and it's not very big, you've been lied to. It's digital IMAX, and that's not true. Film IMAX, you need.
That's not true. That's impossible.
So like we are in the LA area, so the biggest IMAX screens around here would be the the Irvine Spectrum over there. That one's pretty large. The Chinese Theater in Hollywood, and then the one at the Universal City Walk, which is our the AMC there, which I usually go to that one or the Chinese Theater because the Chinese Theater is the biggest of the three, and that's where I saw Interstellar and Dunkirk, and phenomenal film experience to see on a large format like that.
Yeah, although I love IMAX, I am okay with Dolby Atmos. I love Dolby Atmos. It's a great experience.
You're doing
I
it
have
wrong.
I have a battle between watching stuff in IMAX or watching stuff in Dolby. Just because I don't know, it's like I feel like I wish they could merge them together somehow.
It's like, what do you prefer, the sights or the sounds? Because I think one is better than the other in each department. So
Yeah, they have their pros and cons. But
I mean,
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'd probably go with IMAX because I want to see it.
well,
Right.
that's how he shot it. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way you have to see it.
Yeah.
Right. I prefer sound, I guess. Like I there's just something about like the immersive sound about in Dolby Atmos.
Well, I'm
Like
deaf,
you literally can feel it. Like I
Yeah,
think they actually have
yeah.
subs in the seats, right, or something like
yeah,
that.
there's like little-
and
there's
Dolby
little
Atmos,
8-inch
they have the subs in the seat.
Little 8-inch subwoofers in the seats.
Yeah. So like and the screen is bigger than your average screen, so it's big enough for me. So like the IMAX is it's still amazing, but oh, it says we're running out of time. We're cheap. We have to just
We have to upgrade, guys. I'm sorry.
Eventually,
let
Oh,
me
we
get rid
have,
of the notification.
we have like 10 minutes remaining, so
Yeah. Which is
Danny's gonna
perfect,
get
'cause
rid of-
we gotta discuss something.
Oh,
we
the-
have something to discuss.
the important
Daniel's
topic.
jumping in front of the camera.
The important topic of hey, this is raw footage right here. This is raw, real. This is raw, real talk at On the Fence movie
This is
reviews.
raw talk.
Yeah, this is raw talk. But Danny, you want to segue into our?
Yeah, it's a perfect segue because
go ahead.
You know what?
this guy over here
I'm
talks
happy
about,
as long as I can just.
Why are you trying to interrupt me here? Okay.
I don't know what you guys are talking
So,
about.
I find it funny they talk about IMAX and the biggest screen and the sound and all that stuff, but yet you watch all your movies and DVDs or whatever on a 32-inch, not 1080p, not 4K, 720p.
Congratulations,
yes, 720p.
Adrian.
Yes.
Congratulations, Adrian.
So
You,
we need an intervention, okay? Because we need to get you a new TV.
That's-
Because
You guys gonna buy me a new one?
you know what?
no,
We're gonna put
Well,
in a.
just so
we're
you
gonna
guys
do a
know,
GoFundMe.
I'm very sentimental.
Rob, but frills, Rob, post something. Post something
I will.
on the Instagram.
Well, I
saying
will.
that
I will.
we
We need to
need-
take
we
a
need
fund for
support.
Adrian because that's probably why he's so picky about where he watches movies because he's like, I watch it on such a horrible screen at home that I need to watch the best when I go out.
Yeah, that's the only time he's able to
Well,
watch it.
you know,
That's-
one, like I said, I always watch my movies in theaters, so I get the best experience there. When I watch TV at home, I mean,
no excuse. No excuse.
I've already seen it, so the experience is, not the same.
But dude, my monitor.
And then two-
Yeah, I was gonna say
My-
Danny's monitor is better than your TV.
And two, I'm sentimental.
Yeah.
That TV was a wedding gift.
And how long ago was that?
I don't know, 8-9 years ago. I can't remember.
So yeah,
But
9
it-
years ago. That's pretty impressive that the TVs last that long. To be honest.
Yeah.
No, it still runs perfect. The backlight works good. There's no problems with it. that's why I'm like, you know what? Just run it into the ground.
Well, I don't have it anymore. I gave it to my parents, and they bought a new TV. I gave my parents, I gave my parents a Vizio
Had you
that I
known, you would have
bought.
given it to me.
I would have. I did not know. I gave my parents a Vizio that I bought in '07, and I think they only had to fix one thing on it,
Uh-huh.
maybe like a few years ago, but it's still like it heats up, like it makes the whole room like a heater, but it works fine, and they're just
Hey,
sitting
you know
in the
what kind of
garage
TV
now.
I have? A
What kind?
Vizio.
Yeah, he has a Vizio, dude. They might have the same. You guys might have the same motto and everything, you know.
I think so, probably. I'm looking at my wife's monitor, which is a Vizio right now, and it's probably better than yours, Adrian.
It probably is. I mean,
Well, what kind of TV do you have, Rob? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so here's the thing. Don't get mad, Adrian. Do not get mad. I have my old TV that my wife bought me probably about 10 years ago, which is my Samsung, but that's full HD and everything. But then she recently, I think it was last September, bought me one of the new LG OLEDs. So
nice.
I have
That's
two.
cute. You,
How's-
So
I hate
you
you.
get the true blacks and everything.
Yeah. You get, oh, dude, you could tell when you look at another TV. I don't care what anyone says.
HDR,
You look at another TV, yeah, and then you look at like the OLED. Even
HFR.
I feel like the Sony does it pretty good, but I feel like the LG does it a little better. The picture,
LG does look pretty good with the blacks and whatnot, but
yeah.
So I don't know. I think Sony's the best. They look amazing. So
Oh yeah, I'm not like if you went with the Sony, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're dumb or anything. I'd be like, that's a
no,
great
yeah,
TV.
I get you. Yeah, the LGs are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I agree with you though, because even that's the sad thing. Even phones, my phone has better resolution than your TV. Because
My phone records in 8K, Adrian.
okay, guys. So enough
Yeah, 'cause-
bashing my TV. Are you guys gonna buy me a new one or not? Rather,
I said
let me know.
we're gonna do a GoFundMe for you to get you at least a 42-inch, and maybe we'll
4K.
do like 4K. We'll work something around.
What's
You
the
gotta step
refreshing
up
rate?
gradually, Adrian.
240?
I don't think you're gonna find a 240
Yeah,
inch.
for that.
No, the
for
smaller
that,
ones don't have
Yeah.
my check.
It'll be
I think you
120.
can get a 120.
Yeah,
out of
120.
42, but that's it.
Um,
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta get a big TV if you want the
Like
240.
a 240.
Which I
yeah. Yeah, man. So I mean, that's their goal to get Adrian to upgrade. So
You're more than
Alright.
Adrian. You're more than welcome to come over and watch TV and movies at my house and see the.
I would, but you have those dogs, so.
You hate my dogs? Are you kidding me?
No,
You
I
don't
don't
like
hate your
dogs?
dogs. I
You
just.
don't- Hold on, you don't like dogs, dude?
No, I love dogs.
he was just joking.
I love
I was
dogs.
gonna say, man, like, let me get my Lucille bat out and head over there, because yeah, dude, anytime you want.
Yeah,
Adrian,
well,
come
anyways,
over.
Rob's. Daniel, thank you guys for bringing it up, and hopefully somebody actually does donate, because I do need a new TV. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying. I'm cheap. I just don't want to spend the money. Anyway, good talking to you guys.
Yeah,
Hopefully
good
we
to
can
back.
be
Good to be
more
back.
more consistent with this at least once a week
Right.
until this thing blows over, and then we can all be back in the studio together.
Yes, because
Kumbaya.
the setup, getting the setup tonight was a pain in the neck. It was a struggle. So
Yeah, well,
I really-
Danny's the man, and he makes everything work.
Yep. So, everybody, why don't you comment down below and let us know what you thought of any of the random topics that we covered today, or if you just want us to talk about something else in future Real Talk videos, why don't you let us know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram at On the Fence Movie Reviews.
And remember, let's all get together and see how much we can get to get Adrian a new TV. And remember, we'll catch you on the fence.